RedZoneSports.bet, the British home of American sports.
Welcome back to the SportsHeads NBA edition, sponsored by RedZoneSports.bet. So today we are doing shot clock. So I've decided that I'm going to cap the guys on time. So we're going to ask a few questions just to get your idea on the last week and the present, not the present, the coming up week. I'm going to give you guys each 90 seconds to answer this question, after which a buzzer shall be sounded.
Right.
So question one is, which game did you most enjoy last week? I'm going to start with you, Steve.
The game I enjoyed most last week was the most recent game I've watched actually, which was the Orlando Magic against the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, we talked about Memphis Grizzlies on last week's show, how impressive they were going into this game, and then all of a sudden they've been picked apart by a very impressive Orlando Magic team now. You know, Orlando, I thought, showed some real character in this game as well, because Memphis kept chipping away, took the lead, and you thought, oh, okay, that's it, Memphis is going to win this game now at home. And then Orlando then get the winning basket at the end of this game as well. And again, for me, that told me a lot about this team. So I'm now really excited about this Orlando Magic team. But Memphis now, I think they could look at this and think, you know, this was a game that really got away.
It did get away. It did go away. How are we on the timer?
45 seconds.
Leaves me about 10 seconds. All right, I'll go in very quick. For me, I'm always going to go with the Knicks. We'll stop that tradition week to week. But for me, it really was the Knicks-Nuggets game the other day when KP Porzingis, 38 career high, 38 points, but it wasn't just because I'm a fan of theirs. I think they're starting to put something together. That was on the heels of beating Cleveland, which is a fantastic win. So then they even the record 3-3. For me, that was it. That was we're heading in a new direction. Of course, we lost the following game, but don't worry about that.
Can we please pick a non-Knicks game next week?
Well, if someone else steps up and it excites me, then yes, we can.
Interesting times. And you guys, you've got 5 seconds left on the buzzer, so well done. I felt like you might have spoken at about 45 miles per hour, but
right.
We're good.
No
They're
turnovers.
listening to orders.
Yes,
next question, which League Pass game are you most looking forward to? Nick, I'm going to start with you this time, and you can try and fit in at the end.
Yeah.
Which League Pass game are you most looking forward to this week?
Coming up this week, I have teams we talked about. Orlando, Boston, Sunday. Both teams 6-2. I mean, there are surprise teams so far, so it kind of makes sense that these are two teams. All eyes are going to be on them. It's how are we doing on time? I'm going to be over really quick.
You're very good. 15 seconds.
But that's it for me. It's the two surprising teams so far meeting. Both have great records, and for me, actually saying it now, it's going to be for who's going to be on top of East early. So that's the one that stands out. Sunday.
Did we honestly think about that though, like top of the Eastern Conference? You know,
No.
A matchup like that.
No.
At 6-2 for both of these two teams, and we're talking about the Boston Celtics and the Orlando Magic. I mean, I think it's going to be a great game. For me, that's not a game of the week that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to, again, these Memphis Grizzlies, because even though they lost against Orlando, which we just talked about just a few moments ago, going against the Clippers, going in there, Clippers are also playing very well defensively as well. Grizzlies are a grind-out team, and they're one of those teams that, you know, that will just hit you hard time and time again. I think we'll find out a bit about the Clippers in this game. Can they stand up to that? Can they win this big game when they need to? Or are the Grizzlies going to turn over another one of those big teams in this Western Conference and put the scare up the rest of the conference and the NBA as a whole?
It's a good game.
I'm very surprised with you guys. Another 15 seconds spare. But just to make a point, you've talked about the Grizzlies twice today. I'm wondering if your team is changing.
Yeah. So he's a Bulls fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tori.
I haven't heard.
What does it say on this T-shirt? Like balls, yeah?
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I like a bear.
Me too. Right, so biggest surprise team and player thus far. Stephen, coming back to you to start this one.
It's got to be the Orlando Magic. I know that Nick had them down as the top of his power ranking. As I said to you, I don't quite agree with that, but this team has started phenomenally well. These are one of those teams you think, you know, they could potentially be in a playoff team because the Eastern Conference is weak. I know we keep saying that, but it is a weak conference, unfortunately. So Orlando is one of those teams that could have taken advantage of that. But the way that Evan Fournier and Aaron Gordon are playing right now, they are one of the best 1-2 punches in the NBA as it stands. They are a team that, as I said, went in there and won against Memphis, a team that's also beaten the better teams in the Western Conference. I think this team is going to, it'll either hit a wall and all of a sudden the losses will start, or this team will actually realise they are actually, they are good, and this is a team that we can look at as the season goes along. I don't expect them to continue at this pace and win 60 games, don't get me wrong, but this is a team that could very well win 45, 50 games. And
I completely agree. And, winning breeds winning, so I'm with you there. They actually had them down as my biggest surprise as well, Orlando. So I'm going to stick with you on that one. As far as player-wise, it's someone we discussed earlier, DeMarcus Cousins, for me. He's just the way the numbers he's putting up, the 30 and 13 for me is huge. The game he had going back to Sacramento, where he admitted he was nervous about that. Who knows what kind of reception he'd get coming back home, which I think the Kings actually did a really good job with that. Played a video, and that was good. So for me, he is standing out. And I know, as we said, kind of argued earlier, that it's not working there. For me, if I'm general manager of the Pelicans, I'm getting what I want out of that. I'm getting what I want out of DeMarcus Cousins.
Time is up. You were going in. You were getting passionate about that one.
Yeah, well.
You were getting passionate. But as we would all say this early on in the season, only time will tell. So, thank you guys for tuning in to this show. And make sure that you click the like button. As always, we know you liked it. And make sure you subscribe so that you're not missing out on any future episodes. Bye.
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 You gotta keep your eye on the ball, boys. Check out our latest hoops offer. RedZoneSports.bet, the British home of American sports.